Hi folks, how you doing? Welcome to today is the 10th of October, year 2017, and my name is Paul David Boyd, and I am your host of today's show here on the Boyd Report. And today's Boyd Report is we're going to go with the first thing today we're going to show you is today's headlines brought to you by the Associated Press, and we're going to have that here for you in 1 second.
Metro Food. Metro Food at its best. The best grocery store to stop by in your community is Metro. Stop by Metro Foods.
This is AP News Minute. California's fire chief says at least 1,500 structures have been destroyed in wildfires that ripped through the state's wine country. Fires are burning through 8 counties in Northern California alone, and another wildfire erupted Monday in the southern part of the state. Environmental Protection Agency Administrator Scott Pruitt says the Trump administration will abandon the Obama-era Clean Power Plan aimed at reducing global warming. The EPA is expected to declare the Obama-era rule exceeded federal law by setting emission standards that power plants could not reasonably meet. A Texas father is facing child endangerment charges after he left his 3-year-old daughter outside as punishment, and now she's missing. Police say the Dallas area father ordered his daughter outside at 3 a.m. to punish her for not drinking her milk. And a Rhode Island grower is the first in the world to achieve a trifecta in the hobby of growing giant foods, setting world records for heaviest pumpkin, longest longboard, and heaviest squash. Joe Jutras smashed his latest record with a green squash tipping the scales at 2,118 pounds. Suzanne Yee Gaffney, The Associated Press, with AP News Minute.
Folks, and that was our news headlines. Now we're going to go to the weather, and in 1 second here I'm going to bring up the weather graphic for you. This is the latest forecast for Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. Today it's going to be 19 degrees and overcast. It's going to feel like 25. The wind's going to be coming 17 kilometers from the southwest with gusts up to 26 kilometers. The humidity is at 94%. The sunrise today will be at 7:24 a.m. and the sun will set at 6:37 p.m. The air quality is very good. There's a low risk of air quality is 1, and UV. There's actually no UV pretty much. It's pretty UV's at 1, so it means it's really you could sit out there all day and you won't get a burn. And the short-term forecast for Dartmouth is Tuesday afternoon, a mix of sun and clouds, a high of 21 degrees. We'll feel like 28 today with the high humidity. Probability of precipitation today is 30%. The wind is at 13 kilometers per hour. The wind gusts at 21 kilometers per hour. The humidity is at 94%. For Tuesday evening, it'll be partly cloudy, 20 degrees Celsius, feels like 26. Probability of precipitation is 30%. The wind's at 13 kilometers per hour from the west. Wind gusts will be 24 kilometers per hour, and humidity will be at 83%. Tuesday overnight will be partly cloudy, 13 degrees Celsius. We'll feel like 12. Finally, a little break in the humidity and the heat. It will feel a lot cooler overnight on Tuesday. And probability of precipitation is 20%. The winds will be at 16 kilometers from the north. We have a shift from the west to the north overnight. And the wind gusts will be 26 kilometers an hour. The humidity will be down to about 88%. On Wednesday morning, the weather for Wednesday morning, it will be 13 degrees Celsius. It'll feel like 12. Probably around pretty close to the exact same temperature because the humidity is going to be down quite a bit. The probability of precipitation is 20%. The wind is at 16 kilometers from the north. The wind gusts will be 27 kilometers per hour. And humidity will be at 80%. There is no severe weather expected within the next 3 days. So that's your current weather forecast, and you're up to date.
Household financing, the home of the sensible loan. Unsecured loans at the best rates.
Folks, and that was your weather report there. We're going to go now and show you the latest hurricane track for the hurricanes. That is, we have a new hurricane developing. It's Ophelia. Right now it's a tropical storm, but it's expected to turn into a hurricane over the next 48 hours. So we're going to go to show you the hurricane track here. This is Ophelia, and the hurricane is currently located offshore. The hurricane is currently in the mid-Atlantic and is moving from to the east, to the northeast. And it is right now. Currently it is a tropical storm, but it is expected to turn to a hurricane probably on Wednesday morning around 3 a.m. and expected to continue to be a hurricane and continue in the direction of the east, maybe affecting parts of the high seas out by the entrance to Mediterranean and northern Africa. But what we expect it will do with the storm here will turn around eventually, and it will come and hit the Florida Keys and the Air Islands area. That depends on which way the wind shears and which way the wind's going to develop. But that's the latest information. Right now, it's like I say, it is a tropical storm, but it will be becoming a hurricane. And so that's the latest from Environment Canada, the hurricane track of Ophelia. It was our 15th and 8th storm of this year. Great, folks, that's our wrap up of today's show. We appreciate everyone for tuning in. Hopefully, with the better graphics, and as we get more time and to develop our product here, we hope to have a better show for you. We are looking for sponsors. Anyone out there, business, wants to have your logo put on our screen or want to have us mention your product or thing, we will let you have a small infomercial if you want at the end of our show. We'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. And this has been the Boyd Report for October 10th, year 2017. And this is Paul David Boyd signing off. Thank you very much for tuning in and have a great day.
This portion of the Boyd Report has been brought to you by Pets.com. Pets.com, your place to buy your next pet online. Pets.com.